Jen from Elevance Health. Thank you so much for your time and your presentation with AmeriLife today. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, absolutely. I'm Jen Morrison. I'm a National Broker Sales Director with Elevance Health. My role is truly to support our brokerage distribution channel, and primarily that's going to be a focus on our FMOs. So that's why I have the opportunity to work with AmeriLife across all of our 22 states.
Perfect. Thank you. And you brought us breakfast this morning?
I did. Some sweet tea, too. I am from Kentucky, so we had to have some sweet tea.
Of course. We are very grateful. Thank you. So Elevance used to be called Anthem. Can you kind of elaborate on the name change and go into a little bit of detail about that?
Yes, absolutely. That's honestly such a hot topic of conversation right now. So last year we became Elevance, and Elevance is our holding company name. So, when you think about Meta and Facebook, Meta's the parent company. So that is not going to be in any of our markets as a selling brand. So when we look at how we're structured from a market perspective, in 2024, we'll have 3 main selling brands. So we will be rebranding our WellPoint markets our AmeriGroup markets to WellPoint. And then we've got New York that will be rebranded from Empire to Anthem Blue Cross and Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. But essentially, the renaming of Elevance was the first step of us kind of streamlining and simplifying our brand portfolio.
Yeah, there was quite a bit.
There was quite a bit. It was hard to keep track of. I think this year we had 117 different plan names, whereas in 2024 with the consolidation we'll have 17.
Awesome.
So it'll be a lot better.
Yep, for you and for agents.
Yes, absolutely.
Perfect. Now you're talking about the transition from AmeriGroup to WellPoint.
Yes.
That transition is going to happen for clients for January 1.
Correct.
Now, during the selling season, our agents are going to be selling that for AEP. And do you want to go into how the clients are going to be getting mail?
Absolutely. So it is a big initiative. One of our biggest WellPoint states is Texas. And so in Texas, we're really already pre-planning. Some of the media is already starting to hit, whether it's social media, TV, radio, even search engine, SEO type of activity. But from a member perspective, what they can expect, we'll start mailing the ANOCs in September, which will clearly call out that, hey, right now you're AmeriGroup, but we are becoming WellPoint, and expect to see this in the future. And then within the ANOC, there's going to be the second page is a kind of a letter with bullets outlining what to expect. Now, understanding all members aren't going to read that, we know there's going to be confusion, in the marketplace. And so we do have a significant field team in place in all of our states that can help support brokers on the ground with this transition. So there's a lot of one-on-one training going on, agency trainings, and that's already beginning as well.
Perfect.
Yes.
So they're going to be familiar with the name. At least our selling agents are going to be.
Correct. That's
awesome.
the hope.
Yes. All right. So Empire's transitioning to Anthem, and the same thing for New York up there.
Correct.
Perfect. Now, during our meeting this morning, you went over the essential extras.
Yes.
So that was super exciting, and I think very important to kind of touch base on right now. So there was the essential extras versus the everyday benefits. Can you kind of go into like what those mean?
So thanks for asking about the essential extras. The benefits are really customizable based on what the member needs. There are 5 selections this year, and those are going to include transportation, dental, vision, and health, assistive devices, utilities, and grocery.
Perfect.
So the member can kind of, based on whatever their needs are, and those are going to be benefits that they can choose from. Now, if they choose a benefit, and let's say that they decide, I haven't gotten any use out of this, I'd rather have the grocery card, I'm not using my transportation, then they can change one time per year and select a new benefit.
Awesome. And the agents are able to assist with that?
Yes, they are. And at the time of sale, the member can select it. It's available on Sunfire, Connecture, on our enrollment platform in Producer. So it should be a pretty straightforward process. Now, the everyday options, those are going to be benefits that are embedded into the plan, but they're additional benefits. So they're going to be our grocery card that, all of our D-SNP plans are going to have these everyday options.
And you said they're combined into one card this year to kind of make it a little bit more simple
Right.
for clients to use.
Exactly. Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
So the agents will use that as a good selling point.
100%. I think that's going to put us in a much better position this year, just from a ease of use and simplicity perspective.
Awesome. Now, you said that the options, when the agent is writing through any of the electronic applications, so the Sunfire, the Anthem platform, or excuse me, the Elevance platform,
Yes.
when they're going through and they're picking their Medicare Advantage plan that they chose and they select the options, is it, a la
It is.
carte?
It is. So basically it's going to be set up by what the plan offers. So,
Okay.
For that plan in that market, like for instance, in Texas, we have a plan that offers 2 essential extras. So the member can actually choose 2 of the 5.
Okay.
So at that time, they can make that selection and get that enrollment processed, yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Now, I know we're not supposed to talk about benefits until October 1st, but our agents are preparing, doing their certifications. Everything is going to still be on the Anthem platform, and they're already used to that. So what would be your favorite thing to look forward to for our agents in 2024?
Honestly, I really am excited about the ability that we'll have to reach a greater audience because of the streamline and the consolidation that's going to be taking place. I think it will really alleviate confusion from the market, and sitting nationally and managing multiple states, it can be confusing internally sometimes, and so I think that's one of the biggest pieces that I think will really help to propel us into the future for sustainable growth. The other piece is just the investment in our benefits. We're really going to see some strong opportunities. So I think we're going to be well positioned for 24.
Good. I'm super excited. My agents are as well.
Good.
Everyone's getting their certifications done, so that's great. So back to our agents. I understand that you guys have local help.
Yes.
So in the event that agents wanted to do an event or anything, can they reach out? Where do they find those contacts?
Amber, that's a great question. And so that's one of the pieces I think that can also really help us to grow, is making sure that we're connecting the agents with our local resources. So one of our big initiatives this year, just internally, was our broker ground game. How are we helping agents on a daily basis to strategize around how to sell, how to engage with members? And so we've invested in our RSM position is what we call it, our regional sales managers. And so each state has around 6, depending on the state, or fewer RSMs, but those positions are there strictly to support the agent, teach them how to sell the product, help them engage with local markets, whether that's, say they have a D-SNP focus and they want assistance trying to set up in a food pantry. That regional sales manager can help them get that established, get that set up. Even from a marketing perspective, there are co-op dollars and their support available locally that they can offer those agents to kind of help get them off the ground. So those connections are going to be vital as we continue to grow, just so that we've got the boots on the ground connected with your boots on the ground.
For sure. That's awesome. Very looking forward to that.
Me too.
Well, thank you so much for breakfast and your time and company
Thank you,
today.
Amber. Appreciate it.
Yeah, look forward to it every year.
Yes, me too.
Thank you.
Especially the breakfast.
Yes, for sure. And coffee.